Hey everyone, welcome to the show today. Oh, it's great. It's a great day for Mopar fans. We got the Ram Rebel TRX. We're doing I'm reacting to the video here. I don't really know much about the YouTube copyright stuff, so unfortunately I'm not going to have it recorded here, so it's just going to be face cam and I'm going to, cut it for highlights. But yes, we have the new Ram Rebel TRX, the Raptor Fighter, the Raptor Eviscerator. I am so excited. I've tried to keep myself as cold as possible to this, although I kind of failed because I just found them. I just saw the power number, which is excellent. But anyway, let's get into watching the reveal. It was live, so I just, or it was premiered, so I just skipped back so I can watch it. Alrighty, here we go, everyone. I am watching the premiere right now. What do you mean, 30 seconds? I just saw something on the bottom there that said sections of this were pre-recorded. And currently I'm hearing very, very much the sounds of a Hellcat engine, which is not surprising. We've been hearing that in the teasers for a while here. Oh, they got Jurassic Park Raptor clips. Interesting. The first Jurassic Park too. That's quite interesting. Oh, getting eaten by the T-Rex. TRX. Okay, we have some dirt bikes, some sand dunes, a fighter jet, a sprinter. There's a few others. I missed it though. A rocket. The TRX. Oh, just boofled that sand dune. Oh, that'd be so cool if that was the logo. A Hellcat-ized TRX logo. That'd be pretty sick. We got Mike Koval Jr. Okay, so this reveal is currently in Detroit, down the street from Sterling Heights, where the 1500's made. I'm pretty sure there are no journalists in the audience here. It's so weird seeing a normal recorded video reveal, and yet there's no one in the audience. No journalists, no nothing. I think back to the old SRT Viper reveal in New York in 2012 and seeing all the journalists in the audience. It's so strange not seeing anyone. It must be weirder being the guy that's announcing right now, Mike, and just seeing no one and just looking at the camera. Mike's talking about how the power has shifted to Ram, which it kind of has, to be honest, especially considering they displaced Chevrolet from their number 2 spot. He's talking about how Ford, Chevy, and GMC owners are switching to Ram, and the only thing I have to say to that is that GMC is basically the same thing. Ooh, they brought out a real Little Red Express. That's cool. Yes, we have an SRT-10 here. Let's go. That's awesome. Ooh, here we go. Sand dune. The sand is rushing over the mound here. I'm expecting to hear and see the TRX. At the very least, hear it. Oh, a snake's trying to go up the... and failing. Okay, we got tire tracks. Oh, here we go. Some B-roll. Please no spiders. Please no spiders. Ooh, we can see the headlights in the dust there. Ooh, we're seeing bits of the truck. Oh, we can see a little bit of it on the sand dune in the distance. Oh, that's a wide fender here. I should probably try and make some GIFs of this reveal sooner or later. Ooh, that is a steep corner. Ah, so great. Just destroying the sand here. Ooh, we got a red one too, and it doesn't have the light bar. Okay. I suppose that's how it's going to come from the factory without the light bar. Ooh. Oh, that red is sweet. I like the hood scoop. Love the hood scoop. What's really interesting is that in the hood scoop, you have those 3, like, semi-truck looking amber lights. I kind of wonder why. That's awesome, though. That looks great. Those fenders are wide, though. Oh, it's not a Rebel. It's just a Ram 15. It's just a Ram TRX. Okay. So it's called the Ram 1500 TRX, which is quite interesting. I thought it'd be a Ram Rebel TRX, but not quite. Wow, 0-60 in 4.5 seconds. Ooh. Top speed of 118. Less than the street truck SRT-10. 650 pound-feet of torque. 702 horsepower. but just a little bit less than the Durango Hellcat. Let's have a bit of a pause here. So, no, actually, that's less than the Trackhawks. That does 707. Less than the new Durango SRT Hellcat at 710. But it still eclipses the 700 horsepower mark. Now, the top speed is only 118, which, like I said, is a lot less than the Ram SRT 10. But it's a very different kind of truck. And if you want something that's like an SRT 10, well, you have the Trackhawk, you have the Durango SRT Hellcat. This is for a very, very, very different application. And as far as I know, the top speed is right around what a Raptor is at. I keep looking here because I'm expecting that to be the camera, and it's just the pop filter for my mic. So Mike is saying that they took cues from the Power Wagon and the Rebel for its design, which is relatively obvious. Okay. So the lettering, the Ram lettering on the grille is 40% larger than the one on the Rebel, and it's functional. And so what I mean by functional is this. Remember when the Chevrolet Camaro Z28 came out, and that had what they called a flow tie? Okay, this is basically a flow. These are flow lettering. So the letters are actually hollow to allow for more air to get inside the engine. Or to get into the engine bay, I should say. Okay, so the hood scoop takes up 50% of the air intake, which is quite nice. Sounds like something they kind of took from the Demon to me. The grille takes up the other half, the lower grille. Ooh. Okay, so the front axle was shifted 20 millimeters forward compared to the normal 1500. It has composite front fenders, new steel box outers, air curtains for maximum airflow and minimum drag. I wonder where those curtains are. The TRX has 35-inch tires. Whoa! The body itself, so it obviously looks wider. It's 8 inches wider than the normal what? Than the normal 1500. 6-inch wider track. So they're LED clearance lights. That's what they are, and they're required for vehicles over 80 inches wide. Basically, have fun placing this on a normal road and have fun getting this in your garage, because you're not. So they're located in the hood scoop and the fenders. You have 3 in the hood scoop at the very top, and then 2 on the wider fenders. 1 per side. Oh wow, the headlights follow the road as you turn. Okay. 18 by 9-inch aluminum wheels. Oh, they've got a beadlock ready option. That's good. So we're talking about options right now. So you can option the TRX at 4 oversized tow hooks front and rear, dual 5-inch exhaust outlets, available off-road side steps or new factory installed rock rails, and an optional bed mounted spare tire carrier that holds up to a 37-inch spare tire. Awesome! If you really want to look like a trophy truck, well, there you go. You get an optional ram bar, whatever that is. Beadlock capable wheels, the TRX hood, and bedside graphics. Those fenders. Woohoo! Love those fenders. They stick out so much. Okay, it's gonna be offered in 6 colors initially. Flame red, hydro blue, granite crystal, billet silver, diamond black crystal, and bright white. It's a shame they don't have a green. They should have offered a green. They especially should have offered a green for the T-Rex look. Maybe we'll get a green later. Imagine this truck in F8 green. That would be amazing. Looks like they're showing the truck that has a few options on it now. Oh, we're gonna look at the interior. Let's go. Ooh, you get 3 different unique TRX interiors. Ooh, okay. So it's based upon apparently what they love, or I guess what the customer loves from the Rebel or the limited trim levels. Okay, you can add red detailing, a must. Ooh, carbon fiber trim elements. Let's go. There we go. Now I can see the interior. Okay. Looks largely like most of the other DT interiors except for the shift knob, which is awesome. And now it's actually mounted down below. So rather than it being the rotary dial in the typical 2019 to 2020 1500 or DT Ram location, it's located down below where it would normally be. You got a hand-wrapped leather instrument panel. Some sick-looking seats. And you got some TRX text on the top of the seats there. Not on the headrest, but just below that. Ooh! Ooh, they created an SRT steering wheel with the new 1500 steering wheel. Ooh! Oh, I like that. And apparently it's a flat bottom, although that may be pushing it. So it's got enhanced grips on it, so that means that it's got indents for your thumbs to wrap around. Ooh, it's got paddle shifters, and as far as I can tell, it's got Alcantara on the top and the bottom. Yes! And the stitching on the outline here is red. That makes it even better. Those paddle shifters though, those are some units. They look like they're made from aluminum. That's great. Yeah, so they've got a new center console shifter. So again, rather than the rotary dial where it normally was, it's now down below. Yes, floor shifter. Ooh, you got a covered cup holder? That must be what that is on the side there. You got a wireless phone charger. Oh, and a phone holder. You got TRX specific transfer case switches. Ride mode selector. Ooh, and you got launch control. And it's where the rotary dial would normally be, as is the four-wheel drive modes. Four-wheel drive auto, axle lock, four-wheel drive low, high, that sort of stuff. So they've even got a plaque on the center console here, which will detail the engine, the horsepower, your VIN number, and the boost, and the supercharger. It's sort of like the 101 Viper plaque, or I think the Demon plaques that you used to get. That's pretty cool. That's a nice touch. Oh, okay. So the TRX does not get Uconnect 5, quite interestingly, but it does get the Uconnect 4 12-inch screen as standard. That's pretty nice. That's pretty epic. Okay, you got more functionality for the TRX. Ooh, you got the performance pages. So you have a reaction timer, a quarter-mile timer, a 0 to 60 and 0 to 100 acceleration timer, and a G-force meter. Not only that, but within your drive modes, very much like the Challenger models, you can change the transmission, the paddle shifters, the stability control. It all looks very much like the Hellcat models or the Demon models, or model, I should say. Very much like that. But, again, tailored to the TRX needs. Dyno page. Okay, the off-road pages show wheel articulation, roll. You got roll and pitch meters. You got a transfer case position meter thing. And you got a few other accessory gauges. Okay, you got trailer reverse control steer knob, which is on the dash. In fact, it's below the screen. That's a nice convenient place for it. You got heads-up display! That's cool! Let's go! So you can view up to 5 different content areas, whatever that means, at once with the heads-up display. And all in full color? Woo! Let's go. Okay, you got a digital rear view mirror. That's it's almost necessary for the size of this, for the sheer size of this truck. That was a good call. Awesome. It looks like we're getting to the modified truck now, because this one's silver, has a light bar on the back, has the beadlock tires, and a few other goodies. The fenders, they're even better in this silver because it's kind of a brushed metally silver, so you can see the lines even better. Okay, so this one has a lot of the aforementioned options, like the bed-mounted 37-inch tire holder. Although it's not specifically that, but that's the limit. Okay, so SRT was in charge of the development for this truck, which is really interesting because that's a very big departure from what SRT typically does. So we already know what's going to happen as far as this truck showing up in comparisons. It's obviously going to show up against the Raptor, but even more obviously, it's probably going to show up against the Gladiator. What is it? The Desert Hawk. Because the Desert Hawk and the TRX are two fairly similar trucks. So to be fair though, I'd imagine the TRX would edge the Desert Hawk out, but the Desert Hawk would essentially be a way of getting into a TRX for a lot less money. Okay, it's got a 2.5-inch lift. Okay, it still has a 6-inch wider track. Okay, you have 2.5-inch front and rear Bilstein shocks. You have 23.6-inch rear coil springs. 23.6-inch rear coil springs! It's got forged aluminum control arms, nitro-charged remote reservoirs. Okay, the 5-link trailing arm design's been beefed up with some forged components. Okay, you got a heavy-duty Dana 60 solid rear axle, full floating hubs, axle hop damper, and an electronic locking differential. Wow! You got 11.85 inches of ground clearance, 13 inches of front wheel travel, and 14 inches in the rear, 32 inches of water fording ability. And you have a ramp travel index of 605, whatever that means. That I have never heard that before. It's got the largest brakes in this segment. So it's got 15-inch discs in the front with inverted hat rotors. Don't know what that means. Okay, it's for venting. 2-piston monoblock calipers. Monoblock calipers? Dang! It's got a payload of 1,310 pounds. And it's got 8,100 pounds of towing. Okay, it's got Goodyear regular territory tires. There we go, we're getting to the powertrain. The good stuff. just a still shot of a TRX just full sending it through shot. Just a full sideways slide. I guess if you were to look up the word awesome in a dictionary, you'd see the TRX. That it would just be a picture of a TRX and that's it. Let's get to the powertrain. Okay, 702 horsepower once again. Yep. Hemi Hellcat V8. Okay, the TRX has a very much typically used torque flight 8-speed auto. Not surprising. We have a 92mm throttle body with dual element charge air coolers, 2.38 liters of air intake per revolution, 11 psi of maximum boost pressure. We have a 3D presentation here, and the car is just getting it's exploded with all its parts. Sort of like, oh, what's the show on Science Channel where they show like the Leaning Tower of Pisa and then they explode it to show the individual parts. I don't remember what the show was like, but that for the TRX here. What was that show called? You have a dual path air induction system. I love that functional hood scoop. Ooh, you got a 29-liter sealed air box. It's got a free flow manifold. Crossover pipe. Okay, cool. Now let's get into the 4-wheel drive system, because this should be pretty interesting. So you got 6 dynamic drive modes. And 3 dynamic off-road modes. Mud and sand. Rock. And Baja. Ooh, Baja sounds fun. Every TRX comes with launch control. Not really surprising. This thing looks like, this one photo makes it look so much like a Tonka truck. It's epic. Just fantastic. You can't say this truck doesn't have presence. That's for darn sure. They were here for high altitude testing. They were here in Colorado. They were in my neck of the woods and I missed it. I can't believe I missed it. That's sad. Wow, they took it to Moab to crawl up some rocks. What's really interesting is that this doesn't seem to be just a desert basher. It's got some level of rock crawling capability, which is quite interesting. Because you would think that those interests kind of conflict quite greatly. Ooh, they got a launch edition. So it's got exclusive Anvil gray paint. I'm not quite a fan, but as a launch edition, it makes sense to me. That paint will be exclusive to this edition. Not surprising. Okay, this also gets a unique red and brushed aluminum console badge compared to the normal trucks. The normal trucks is just black. Each launch edition has the premium option package, whatever that entails. Okay, carbon fiber interior trim. That was a good call. Heads-up display. Beadlock ready wheels. And body side graphics. Awesome! What? You can order your TRX tomorrow? What? Oh, I'm gonna have to record a build and price video of how I expect mine. Oh boy. Oh my. The last time FCA Well, not for ordering, but the last time it seemed that FCA was really, really fast with getting a vehicle out for ordering was with the Gladiator. Because that build and price was up that same day after the reveal. I don't think the build and price will be out as fast for this, but ordering ready tomorrow, holy mess. That's awesome. That is quite surprising. There we go. That is the end of the reveal. Oh, ram.com/TRX. Okay. Well, guess I better go to that website then. In the meantime, though, I hope you enjoyed my reactions. 702 horsepower, 650 pound-feet of torque, standard 12-inch display. Looks like FCA did their homework, and it looks... This is probably going to be one of the most imposing trucks on the road ever, but to the same extent, I'd also imagine it a little bit hard to place if it's 80 inches wide. But that's pretty darn incredible. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, then please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hitting the little notification bell and all notifications, that way you're notified every time I upload. I'll see you all